In this part, we have BI tools. Quickly, I am going to theoretical material will be go through because in the few slides we have an introduction of the few other technologies related with the BI. So one of them is Tableau. Earlier I told you Tableau is a software which is a competitor of Microsoft Power BI. But Tableau is a big company as compared to it has a more roots as compared to the Power BI in the market. So Tableau is a market leader in business intelligence technology. And then we have Informatica. Informatica is another tool in the market. It has all the capabilities that Microsoft Power BI has. And MSBI is already told it has three components: IS, AS, RS, and then IBM Cognos is an analytic service, is another product of IBM. Power BI is a Microsoft product, and we are going to. This is that slide that we have to start by introducing the Power BI. Power BI desktop, it is local, means you have download the software to your computer and do each and everything on a local computer. The data sets are to be formed. If you are going to download the data set from the internet sources, to download into your local computer and then attach it with the Power BI. Visualizations, the tiles, the reports, but dashboards are not here. Dashboards are the part of Power BI service, cloud service. This is cloud service, is a online service. So all the things that we have here is also available in the cloud service. But dashboards are the additional feature, and sharing is another feature of the cloud service. But the cloud service is not free, but desktop service is a free item. Other things are what Power BI mobile and developers. This is especially for those persons who are working with the developments. Means if you are having some codes in R and you are generating some graphics using the using the R, that R can be integrated with the Power BI. So that is a feature of developer feature in the Power BI. So these are the different stages. First step, Power BI desktop. The query editor is a important task, query editor, in which we have to implement any query and get the result of that query. Then the data will be shown in a data view. Then reports are formed. Power BI सर्विस पे जंप कर जाएंगे, फिर उसके बाद हम अदर रिसोर्सेज पे आके हम विजुअल्स क्रिएट करेंगे, यहाँ पे डैशबोर्ड्स जनरेट होंगे. तो ये एक सीक्वेंस दिखाया गया है जो कि डेस्कटॉप से लेकर ऑनलाइन वर्जन तक का एक सफर है जो इसमें दिखाया गया है. पावर बीआई डेस्कटॉप में फीचर्स क्या हैं? डेटा प्रिपरेशन, क्वेरी एडिटर इसका इंपॉर्टेंट है. फिर आपके पास डेटा मॉडलिंग इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट, एंड डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन, रिपोर्ट्स वी हैव. तो रिलेशनशिप व्यू, डेटा व्यू, एंड रिपोर्ट्स वी हैव, क्वेरी एडिटर वी हैव. This is the initial screen as I shown you the earlier. What is Power BI? New Microsoft Business Intelligence product. It has some features. You can read these features. You can read the history. And what is Power BI Desktop? Power BI Desktop put visuals analytics at your fingertips with the intuitive reports, authoring, drag and drop, place. I am not going to read these material here. You can read the material yourself. How to download the Power BI Desktop? So just click here and download the Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is a standalone. It has three features: Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View. All these three features can also be done with the help of Excel. But they are disintegrated and you have to integrate them with so you need some efforts to integrate them. But Power BI is a tool in which interactively, quickly, you can have all these features here in Power BI. The file extension is PBIX. PBIX is what? PBIX is a Power BI desktop file, data file. Not only the data file, all the things will be stored in PBIX. The visuals, the reports, whatever you are designing, and whatever your data, what are the instances of your data, all the things will be stored in Power BI PBIX file. Desktop, online service, Azure, Power BI. This is the desktop. Our report is generated in the Power BI desktop. This is powerbi.com. powerbi.com में एक पूरा design report आपको नजर आ रही है that can be shared with your partners in the company. The Power BI desktop we have here. Introduction to Power BI, import data, model data, create reports and dashboards, publish reports. This is the first part of this tutorial. Here I'm going to practically start this tutorial. So you can start by Power BI, extract, transform, and load. Import data from a wide variety of sources, these reports and database, desktop files, multimedia, to the big data. Creating the reports and dashboards, tables, matrices, charts, maps, gauges. So instead of going to read these material, I am going to open the Power BI desktop and going to share something to you. Suppose, can you work with me in Power BI? How many of you are working with me in Power BI? Lively? No one. Muhammad Mehdi, Faizan. Very few persons have installed. Okay. Zahra Saad. ठीक है, जितने लोग भी हैं वो उसको अभी हम करते हैं आगे कि हमें अभी इनिशियली करना क्या है. तो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज टू गेट डेटा, and if your available sources of data, then you can click here. So I'm just going to get data. In the first segment of this presentation, a data file is to be used. What that data file is, that data file is car sales XLS file. So you have to get data from car sales XLS files. Where from you can download this car sales XLS file? You can download this file from the course website. This is available there. So all the data files can be downloaded from the my course website. So this car sales.xls is a part of, I think, chapter 1 of the folder. So you have to download first, and then you have to open the file into Power BI desktop. Now, file. So all the sources you can see the all sources here: Excel, text, CSV, JSON, folders, PDF. These are the different file types. These are the different another way, and databases. These are the available databases, and this is the different platforms. Azure can be integrated, online services, and others. So initially we have file Excel, because our initial file is a Excel file. Connect. Now you have to go to the car sales, chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, this is the structure of the file. Power BI desktop samples data. Chapter number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this presentation, I will going to cover first 5 topics, 1, 2, and 5. So now car sales data is there. Click on that. And all the tables in the car sales Excel file should be here. There is only one table, that is base data. So just there are the 2 options you can see. What that 2 options are: load and transform. Can you have perception of the difference between these two? Load means the entire data from this Excel sheet will be loaded into the Power BI. Editing can be done later on. But transform data means immediately during loading, you can edit any of the feature of your file. So you have the both options. So you will be in the query editor if you are going to transform the data. And if you are going to load the data, then the data will be shown here. It takes a few time. All fields will be shown here. So now I am introducing the major screen in the Power BI. What these screens are, in these screens, you have a ribbon here, and these are the three views. Table views, the report view, and the relationship view. You can add pages to your reports. Pages can be added here. And these are the visualizations. Different visualizations are available. Fields will be shown here. But the field will be shown after you have selected any data source. So you can see now the fields are here because I have selected the base data. And this is your menu. These are the three views. Report is a blank report. This is your blank report. You have to build a report here. And this is your data view. If I click on the data view, then data of the selected table will be here. The selected table is the base data. All the fields, these are the fields or the columns. The invoice date, the make, the country name, the is dealer, the price. These are the different columns in the table. This is one complete table because it is not a database, it is a table. Now you can have a new measure, new column. If you want to insert a column, you can have new column. And what is the difference between measure and column? New measure. If you want to calculate a total of anything, तो you have a measure. मिसाल के तौर पर cost price का column है, and I want to calculate the total cost price, means the sum of all these prices. So the sum of all these prices will be a single number. So that single number will be shown in the form of a measure. That is called a measure, measurement जैसे हम कहते हैं. So but column, we have a different values in the column. Now I want to relationship view. What we have in relationship view, only one table, because relationships are shown if we have more than one table which are associated to each other. If we have some isolated table, then still the tables will be shown, but no relationship will be there. So relationship will exist if we have one to many, one to one, or some other relationship among the tables. So in this data source, base data, we have only one table which is shown here, and the name of that table is the base table. Now I am going to show a report here. Very simple report I want to show. The sample report is there in your step-by-step procedure is there. In the visualization, click the matrix icon, leaving created matrix selected, click the country name field in the list. Whenever you are developing a report, you have this is not the file. Now, which field I have to pick? Country name and matrix icon. So firstly, you have to check the matrix icon. Matrix icon is where? This is the matrix icon. So from the visualization, if you want to visualize by bar charts, the different bar charts are there. If you want to have a funnel chart, if you want to have a waterfall, the pie chart, the donut chart, we have a matrix structure here. So just click the matrix structure, a matrix will appear here. Can you see my BI screen? Okay. Now, what field is to be shown is the country name field. In the matrix, you have to show the country name field. So just click the country name field from here, field list, checkbox. Now you can see the country names in the matrix structure. Now, what other fields you want to show? Suppose you want to represent reporting year and sales price. So just drag and drop these two fields into the matrix structure. That will be included in the matrix: reporting year and sales price. Reporting year. This is reporting year. Just click it. So we have reporting year and sales price. Sale price is another term which we used here. So a matrix is to be built. So what column you want to see into this matrix structure, you have to pick from the field list. What column you want to see in this matrix structure, you have to just click the field will be represented here. But if you want to have another type of drag the corner handle of the matrix and resize it to enlarge it or extend it, matrix style. So you can have you can extend this structure according to the size of your report. So you have a different type of you have a different size of your matrix structure. What the next is, drag the next is what's dashboard? Reporting year. The reporting year field is not appropriately shown. What is the reason of that? Can any one of you explain the reason of reporting is not showing in the correct way as is shown in the presentation? The reason is reporting year is stored in the values field. You have to drag it and place it into the column field. So in the column field, you have to place it. You have to, you have entirely different structure now you have. Entirely different structure. What that structure is, you can see. Years comes into the column and sales price will be shown here on the year basis and the country basis. So countries are there, and if I have this column reporting year field as values, so this will be a column into my table. If I am reporting it as a column field, so it's a two-way matrix table. In the columns we have year, in the rows we have countries. Is this okay to you? What is the difference between taking the column field in values or column fields in columns? Can you observe the difference between the two, right? Then we have to drag the model field on the empty area. Why the empty area? Because if I choose the model field here and drag the model field and place it here, this will be placed onto the matrix structure. So you have to click on a space so that this matrix structure will be unselected and then drag the model field here. The next step is drag the delivery charges and table just created. Now delivery charges will be shown on the report. Now the next field is the delivery charges. Delivery charges. Now we have model and the delivery charges of that specific model. So in this way, you are going to design your reports. If you have to click by selecting this table by a bar chart, using this version of bar chart, the entire table will be demonstrated with the help of a bar chart. So now delivery charges by model. This is model on the x-axis. On the y-axis, we have the delivery charges, and the delivery charges are shown in the thousands, 30K, 20K, and 10K. Now click on the empty area of dashboard and click on the country name. Now start by the empty space and the country names. Country name field here. So you can see that when I drop a country name field here on the report, it automatically be chosen by map. The map icon will automatically be there. The countries are reflected using a map. Now in this map, I want to introduce the labor cost. So just drag the labor cost and drop this labor cost onto the map. Now, what difference will be there? The difference is some of the dots which were appearing in the country names have a big radius, and some of the countries have a small radius. That will be adjusted according to the labor cost. So the countries where the labor cost is high, we have a big circle, and the countries where the labor cost is small, we have a small circle. In Germany, so if you park a cursor on a specific country, then the country name along with the labor cost will be shown. If I am parking the cursor on this Spain, then the labor cost is 2272. So the labor cost will be shown. You can highlight the map, you can rotate the map, you can zoom the map. All the features are available with this map. If you click over a specific country in this map, suppose I am clicking on the UK. So you can see that all the other visuals on my report will be adjusted according to that. This will be shown only the UK, or remaining countries will not be there. The graph is adjusted. The UK entries are with the dark blue, and the rest is compared with the total. The previous one was that. So now if I click on another country, suppose, ये रहे आपके ऑस्ट्रिया. Switzerland is shown there, and very small delivery charges we have here. So these visuals are interactives. If I click on a specific single bar, like I'm DB9, DB9 is what? DB9 is the model DB9. If I click the DB9, then you can see all the visuals are adjusted according to that. DB9 DB9 is to be produced in Switzerland, UK, and USA. These are the three countries where this model DB9 is produced. And different countries' cost is reflected again. If I choose another one, like suppose I'm clicking on this bar, so you can see that all the map is adjusted, as well as the matrix structure is also adjusted according to the selection. So if you select anything in any visual, remaining visuals in the report will automatically be adjusted and reflected the same entry at which you are standing in the specific visual. So that is an interaction between the visuals in a report. Now click on a card icon and in the visualization and spare parts. Card icons are very interactive and very effective. This is the card icon. If you click the card icon after clicking on a space or a blank space in the report, this is the card icon. So you can see the card is there, but nothing is shown because I have not chosen any field to be reflected in this card spare part field. So in the card, you have to drop a spare part field and a spare part. Drag the spare part field and drop it in the card. So you can see that spare part total cost is 43.20. And you can adjust. This is because this is a small piece. If but this spare part cost is related only to this selected item. If we want to see the spare part cost all over there, just click somewhere else in this model. Now, if I click inside the visual, means all the bars are selected, the total spare cost will be the 495,000. If I click on a specific one, it is 44K. This specific one is related with the DB9. So DB9 is a model, the spare part cost for DB9 is 44K. So individual visual, this is card, this is matrix, this is a map, this is bar graph. Now drag
सर ये जो कार्ड वाला टूल आपने यूज किया है मतलब it will be used for to get the sum of any field.
Yes, sum of any numeric field. So you have to drop a numeric field into that. Numeric fields are represented in the field list by sigma sign. So sigma sign means what? Sigma sign means the numeric field. It is not a sum field, it is a numeric field. So all the fields, if I unselect all fields are there. The color is the nominal field, spare cost price is the numeric field, delivery charges is a numeric field, calendar is a date field, and labor cost is a. So some visuals need numeric fields, but other needs geographical field like map. Map need the geographical field. Geographical field as a country names. The country name is a specialized field. It is not a string field. It is a geographical field in which the latitude and the longitude of the country is there, and map is automatically be adjusted by that field. So this is very important.
सर लेकिन एक्सेल में तो कंट्री फील्ड को हमने टेक्स्ट के तौर पे ही फॉर्मेट किया हुआ है.
हाँ, वहाँ टेक्स्ट की किया हुआ है, लेकिन कंट्रीज के वो जो स्पेसिफिक नेम्स हैं जब वो यहाँ आए हैं लोड होकर, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली वो उसके लिहाज टेक्स्ट के लिहाज से हैं, लेकिन इसने खुद एडजस्ट किया है उसको अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेम ऑफ द
पावर
कंट्री. लेकिन यू हैव टू बी द करेक्ट स्पेलिंग्स ऑफ द कंट्री नेम्स इन द एक्सेल. If the names are not according to the specific spellings, then the country will not be shown appropriately into this map. तो ये BI ने खुद बखुद ही पावर BI ने इसको एडजस्ट किया है. ये तो ये जो आपका पहला जो विजुअल था, ये मैंने इस वक्त दिखाया आपको. इस पहले विजुअल के अंदर हमने 3-4 चीज़ें यहाँ डिज़ाइन की रिपोर्ट के अंदर, और इसके हमने डिफरेंट टोटल्स आप देख रहे हैं खुद ब खुद आते हैं. अगर आप किसी एक कंट्री पे यहाँ क्लिक करेंगे, जैसे मैंने यूके पे किया, तो अब यूके यहाँ आ गया फौरन, यूके के यहाँ विजुअल्स में आ गए, और ये टोटल गलत हो गया किसी वजह. मैंने शायद वो जो फील्ड थी वो डिलीट कर दी किसी वजह से. 1 मिनट रुके, इसको एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं. ये सही हो गया. ये मैंने यूके पे क्लिक किया. अब ये 227 के इज द स्पेयर पार्ट कॉस्ट. एंड you can edit some things into your report. What you can adjust, you can have this format painter. Format painter can be used to adjust few headings, few colors, font sizes, and other things. Suppose I want to see the grid lines in this matrix. To select the matrix first, and this roller painter, click on the roller painter. Roller painter will adjust these formattings. General formattings can be X position, Y position, the width, the height of this matrix. The width and height of the matrix can also be adjusted by these two. If I am enlarging the table, matrix table, so you can see that these numbers are changed accordingly. Now, style grid lines. Grid lines is an important feature. Vertical grid lines, there is no vertical grid line. If we on the grid lines, color of the grid lines, vertical grid lines are shown with the light version. If you want to change the thickness, so you can see that the thickness will be changed according to the number you are describing. Now, horizontal grid lines can also be shown, and you can have the color of the horizontal lines by blue. So now horizontal and the vertical, both lines are there. Now you can see the grid lines. Now you can change the titles. No, format painter. Title is on. Delivery charges by, this is the bar graph. Delivery charges by model. You can change the title, delivery charges model wise. Model wise delivery charges. I change the heading. Font color of the heading can also be changed. Suppose I want to have with the blue heading, you can change. Background color can also be changed by selecting a background color here of the entire graph. Suppose light color I want to see in the heading, and font size can also be increased. So you can edit the any visual by this format painter. Background color can also be changed. Border styles, by default there is no border, and if I on the border, then you have a lines around the, You can change the border color. You can change the radius and so on. The Format Painter help you to change any of the attribute of visual. Suppose this is a spare part. Spare part title. स्पेयर पार्ट चार्जेस हैं, ये क्या हैं, ये जो भी इसके टाइटल में आएंगे वो आप इस तरह से मेंशन कर सकते हैं. टाइटल इज ऑफ बाय डिफॉल्ट, टाइटल इज ऑन. नाउ स्पेयर पार्ट चार्जेस. And you can change center and background color, light blue. Font size is increased. X label, I will change the X label. Why the X labels are to be changed? Because this spare part should be eliminated. Data labels. Data labels, auto display, categories. Yeah, the category is off. The category is removed from the bottom of this card and the heading is shown. So this is the way to adjust the different headings of the reports, and Format Painter will help you to adjust that. Formatting report, I'm just speaking skipping the formatting reports. Now you can add pages to your report by just clicking this plus button. If I click on this plus button, another report we have here. If I plus run another report here, so on the different pages, I can have, suppose for one product we are defining this, or for one country I'm defining this, for one specific region I'm defining this report, for another specific reason I'm defining another report. You can change the name of the report by just renaming the page, deleting the page, hiding the page, duplicating the page. These are the options, just like the Excel files. Here you have the pages arranged in the form of tabs. Now editing, duplicating the pages. This is the end of the chapter number 1. So in chapter number 1 of this Power BI, a simple report was developed with the help of some visuals. One more feature is there, and that is the country list. Country list model by delivery charges. Cancel. Model by country charge. Make. I'm just picking one more aspect here, make. And drag the make field and drop it on here. Make, these are the different companies. Suppose Bentley. If you click on Bentley, the entire visuals are adjusted to the Bentley. If I click on the space, then all make models are chosen. If I click on the specific one, you can have show as table, remove, spotlight, ascending, descending. So these are the options. If you click on these circles in dots, so you can show as table. a separate table is shown, and back to the report. You can have ascending or descending. Right now it is ascending. If you want to see it in descending, so now the names of the makes are in descending order. You can also have the check boxes there by roller painter. You can have style. What style is there? Default style, nominal, bold, alternate, flashy, bold, spare. The different styles we have: grid, values, total, field formatting. Now, extracting data from files, different files. Now moving to the presentation, next part of the presentation. In the next part, we have to cover some topics related with the fetching data from the different variety of sources. Right now, we have fetched the data from the Excel source. So we may have a CSV file, we may have XML file, JSON file. We have a databases like SQL Server, we have Oracle, we have Access from the databases segment. From Azure, we can connect data. But one more important feature we have in the extraction level, and that feature is known as direct query. What is direct query? Direct query means live data we have. If you have live data, so there is a data will not be completely downloaded to your local computer. You have a direct link with the data. The data is stored there on the server. You are connected with that server, and the data that you are going to extract from there will not be completely downloaded to your computer. You have to specify just only a query. That query is executed on the server, and only the specific data which is needed by that query is to be worked, and visuals will be formed according to that specific data. So that is a live.
Sir, are you talking about API?
Not I am talking about the API. It is one service. This is known as, we have the two options in databases. Either you want to download the data as a snapshot. There are the two versions in connection with the databases. Either you want to have a snapshot of the data. In the snapshot version, the data set which is focused in this query is downloaded to your machine, and there is, after downloading that data, there will be no connection between the desktop and the server. If the data is changed on the server, it will not be reflected in my Power BI desktop. If I connected with the database using the direct query, so we have, every time we have the live data. If the data is changed on the server, it is completely reflected into my visuals, and my query will automatically be fetched and de-executed. So that is an advanced form of live data we have. तो दोनों वर्जन हैं आपके पास, आप किसी एक से भी काम ले सकते हैं. Initially we will work with the snapshot version. In the snapshot version it's quite easy, and data जैसे ये भी मैंने किया Excel, तो वो डेटा जहां भी रखा था मेरे पास, उसका एक स्नैपशॉट यानी एक कॉपी बनी, और वो कॉपी मेरे पास यहाँ पे पावर बीआई में PBIX फाइल में स्टोर हो गई. वो अब वो फाइल अपनी जगह पड़ी है, PBIX में डेटा फाइल का स्नैपशॉट पड़ा है, विजुअल्स भी उसी में पड़े हैं PBIX फाइल में, डेटा भी उसी में पड़ा है, और वो जो सारी इंटरकनेक्टिविटी है वो सब इस रिपोर्ट की उसी में मौजूद है, ये सारी की सारी. तो दैट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट हेयर कि जी हम इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं. बाकी Azure से कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज से. मैं इसमें से कुछ आपको दिखाऊंगा अभी, ठीक है. Wait a minute, I am going to show you a complete demonstration of data to be taken from the web sources. How data can be taken from a web source. I want to demonstrate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, can you see this slide? In this slide,
Yes, sir.
a data source is defined. Data source is a web source. You have to click over this link. This link will show you the data of coronavirus. And what you have to do, you have to design a dashboard given on the next slide. This dashboard you have to mention. Here we have country names, then total cases, active cases, deaths, recovered patient, serious cases. Then you have a donut chart, you have a top 5 countries, active cases, and you have other countries. So this report you have to generate, and the data file is there where the data file is available on the web source. So just click on that web source, and in Power BI you have to download the data from the web source. This is the web source. From this web source, you have total cases, you have deaths, recovered. Some dashboard is already there, but I want to extract this table. I want to extract this table. This table can be extracted into the Power BI in a tabular form. So how can I do that? I am demonstrating it, and then you have to design the report yourself. Once I will describe how this table will be downloaded into the Power BI, the next step of development of dashboard or the report, you have to do it yourself. Now, file, and before going to open, a new PBIX is to be open. Because if I will open the new data source in the previous PBIX file, the data will be mixed here. We have the base data from the Excel, and we have a coronavirus data by a other source. So I want to keep the both sources separate. Now in a new window, we have to click on the get data and get data from web. online sources. Excel, JSON folder, database. Web. In the other segment, we have web. So we have to extract the data from the web. To click the web. Here you have to type the URL. So I already copied the URL and pasting the URL here. Press OK. Connect. It is entirely the web version, and all thing will be there. The data will be there. The table will be. But if you click on the HTML tables, so you can see what these tables are. And second table, third table. We have to be specific to the table. Table view. In the table view, we have to be on that specific table in which entire data. Column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this the table that you can verify? I'm just verifying whether this is the relevant table or not. World USA. I think it is not the appropriate table. Another way is to click on the table here. Which table is this? Because country name, I think it is table 7. This is the table. Table 3. Just for a checking purpose, I am clicking on table 2. What is in table 2? New cases, total death, New death, total recovered, active cases, serious cases. I think this is the table which I want to load. So click on the load button. Another form is the transform button. Transform button will give you an opportunity to change the data, but load button, I think, now the data is downloading here from this website.
सर तो वहाँ पे डेटा अपडेट होगा तो उधर ऑटोमेटिकली अपडेट होता रहेगा।
ये क्योंकि डायरेक्ट क्वेरी नहीं है ना, डायरेक्ट क्वेरी में देखें वहाँ डेटा, मैं यही समझा रहा था आपको, वो डेटा बेस से ऑप्शन मिलता है, डेटा यहाँ से नहीं मिलेगा ये ऑप्शन, ये तो स्नैपशॉट आ रहा है इसका। अब ये आपके कॉलम्स आ गए सारे, ठीक है। अगर आप इसके टेबल व्यू में चले जाएं तो डेटा यहाँ शो हो जाएगा, ये कंट्री, टोटल केसेस, न्यू केसेस, टोटल डेथ, न्यू डेथ, टोटल रिकवर्ड, एक्टिव केसेस, सीरियस केसेस, ये डेटा अब आपके पास है। अब आपको ये पहला सेगमेंट जो था डेटा को आपने यहाँ से ETL जिसको हम कहते हैं, एक्सट्रैक्ट, ट्रांसफॉर्म एंड लोड। ट्रांसफॉर्म हमने कुछ भी नहीं किया, हमने सिर्फ लोड किया है, यहाँ एक्सट्रैक्ट किया है और लोड कर लिया इसमें हमने। ट्रांसफॉर्म किया था वो जो वहाँ मैं 2 बटन दिखाता था आपको, जिसमें एक में नजर आता था आपको लोड और एक में नजर आता था ट्रांसफॉर्म। ट्रांसफॉर्म में मैं डेटा एडिटिंग कर सकता था, डेटा के कॉलम्स वॉलम्स चेंज कर सकता था, वो मैंने नहीं किया। तो मैं डायरेक्ट मैंने ETL में से E एंड L ये 2 पार्ट किए इसके बारे में, एक्सट्रैक्ट किया और लोड कर लिया अपने पास में। एक सेगमेंट तो मैंने दिखा दिया कि हाउ कैन यू डाउनलोड द टेबल फ्रॉम अ वेबसाइट। So if there is a website, on that website you have a table, so you can download the entire data from any website if it is permissible, because some data websites are restricted. They are not they do not allow you to extract the data from there in this simple way. But this coronavirus data is a open source data, and we can download it from the website which I mentioned you in the link. Now what you do, what you have to do, you have to design this dashboard. So I am giving you the 15-minute time, and after 15 minutes I will be here with you and ask about this dashboard. Have you generated this dashboard or not, or what difficulties you are facing in designing this dashboard? So you have 15 minutes time, and after 15 minutes we will be here again to analyze what you did. Any question about it?